lads, you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome to This is the Police! Ma'am! Down at the ground! Down at the ground! This is a new game that came out on Steam that I thought looked really cool. I was going through the comments on yesterday's videos. I can't remember what games I was playing. Oh no, yesterday of today, so like 2 days ago by you guys' standards. But I was going through them and somebody said, play This is the Police, it's a really cool looking game. So I went on Steam looking for it and it just came out. It came out yesterday as of recording this right now. And it just looks super slick. I like the art style, I like the aesthetic. I like the whole kind of like New York feel. Like the whole jazzy, somber music in the background. Because I'm apparently a detective, or a policeman, as the title says. So I have to solve cases and some stuff goes on. I don't know, it looks like a very CSI kind of thing. So I want to check it out, I want to see what it's like. Day 1, July 15th, Monday. The Golden Bird, Mayor Rogers, sex maniac? City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Mayor Rogers? Is he a sex maniac though? Woo! Visual style is nice! So, and the voice actor, the dude who was doing like the narration in the trailer, sounded sexy as all hell. I wish I had his voice. Sounds super cool. He'd probably talk.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
It's terrible advice.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution.
Fair enough.
To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Oh, it's so good! What am I hearing?
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell.
Oh, he sounds it.
Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine.
I don't even know what's happening.
That doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
I have a lot of voices too. In here. Okay, so we're doing a press conference. I think there's like choices.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
So you're literally closing your eyes to play blind. I thought you were going to figuratively do it. Okay, good morning. Ah, man, I wish you could do his voice. It's so, like, deep and calming and so nice. It has that really nice, like, kind of sound. You know what I mean? Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Did I know about my own resignation? The mayor discussed it with me. I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. What's the difference? Oh, okay, interesting. I don't really know what's going on. What's the difference? What does it matter whether it came as a surprise? My business is my own. Do you already know the name of your successor? I think it's a new man. Yeah, I think it's a new man. I'm not gonna say who cares again. I think they'll bring in some new blood, a fresh mind to take a fresh look at the problem. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Ooh. No. No way! Because he wanted to resign. He's made up his mind to leave. I don't see anything affecting that decision. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'll be whatever what wanna do. Bullshit! Excuse me, but that's a pile of horseshit. The mafia and the police working together? Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens? The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Yes, Sandra! Shut your mouth! Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Possibly. It's often difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Thank you. That was all that was easy. I don't know why I had to be scared of that.
Today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press
His name's Jack!
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Okay. I need to pay more attention to what's going on. Because these might have some big decisions. Uh-oh. He's on meds. You're only supposed to take one red pill, Neo, not 3. Now you're gonna end up in the Super Matrix. Yeah, he's just a cigar man. I didn't doubt it for a second.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude,
Barney.
arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
He didn't even have a
Mayor
face.
Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
It's good writing.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
Oh, tension.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
No. Well, fix my picture. I like it that way.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack.
Thank you, people.
The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes.
He has a cool
Sit
voice,
nice
too.
and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
That's stupid.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me.
I was building that town.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
What was his name again? Tony Stark? Okay, I won't call him.
Smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh. Oh, can I play tennis with his testicles?
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number.
Am I calling him
Mr.
in the middle of
Mayor?
sex?
Yeah, is
Jesus.
this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
He doesn't need to fuck himself. He was already getting fucked by somebody else. Oh, what a hoot. Head of Culture Department owns villa in Italy. Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. Yeah, when I went out today, I was like, man, these streets look at least 15 to 20% cleaner. I mean, 10, not so much, but 20. 25 is too much. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. I need a new car! Starts like a fucking lawnmower.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
That's the way of saying it.
Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together.
They didn't even have
The
eyes!
people eating here are ghosts.
They had no faces! Hello?
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered.
So are
I
mine,
need
apparently.
that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
It's like that, if you ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? Ooh, here we go. If you ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway, it's like that, like, the old, like, 50s kind of, like, monologue comedy, where it's like, hello there, I see you're new in town. And then he, like, turns to the camera, he's like, I knew he wasn't new in town. I've seen his face before, kind of thing. I fucking love that. Show me what you've got. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. That's clever. I need a tutorial, though. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Ooh. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics, like alcohol poisoning and how many badges they got in the war. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level in your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than an average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. You mean this? This is way above 150. An individual's level of professionalism may rise over the course of their career. Oh, okay. So he's a veteran. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. This is energy. This is how much they need to pee. The less energy your people have, the less reliable. Okay. That seems fair enough. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason you can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. This is crazy! Okay. So, who do I have? That other guy was insane. These are all average. Purdy and Yancey, you guys are yo-yo my force. Gonna put you guys out in the street. You're gonna do well. This looks like the guy from, oh god, what's the name of that Adult Swim? Metalocalypse. He looks like the main character from that. Or she. They. I don't know. Tsubaki. What an awesome name. Tsubaki and Kochi together again. That's like the Japanese Starsky and Hutch. Price. Mole. DeBrito. You look like J. Jonah Jameson. Right, start the day. I know what I do. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, it's a big poopy mountain in the middle. Right, why do I have SWAT? Jesus. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of the police work. So this is the game. I have to like send people out on their shifts, I think. And then evidence comes back? I know, we'll figure it out. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and available upcoming work. Okay. So the easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be, this is going to get overwhelming, and I'm going to be terrible at this. So check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. 2. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT. But they must be accompanied by at least one officer. Okay. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken, A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Okay. So I'm gonna send Kochi and Tsubaki. There we go. My duders going in! Whoop! 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 It's the sound of the police! Whoop! Whoop! It's the sound of the bees! Yancey and Purdy. Yancey and Asano. Yo, Yancey, take Asano with you. You need to head into town and get some donuts, if you know what I mean. Haha, it's an old Caparoo joke. Cause I'm sending in good ones with average ones. Or less than average. So things get done. Woo, woo, woo! Quick, somebody turn on the berry. It's called a cherry. Motherfuckers! Telling me the wrong thing. Okay, this is cool, I like this. And I love the music most of all. Oh shit, it's terrible weather. Hit and run, report! Kochi, Tsubaki, tell me. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. I can get people killed! But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than the living ones. Oh, I'd imagine so. Killing people is never good. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Yes! +1 self-esteem. I'm gonna give you guys more badges. 2 badges. A bagel. 2 bagel. Fight. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Wait, the last one didn't say civilians unharmed, did it? Actually, I think it might have. Okay. This is just pause. Right! I kinda got it! This is sexy music. Okay, officers, let's send in Purdy and Austin. Proceed! Can I not send in? Oh, shit. I can't send in anybody else! Johnson, Jurgen, and Kat's law firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the officer's lawyers, we don't separate them. Security guard might be caught off duty tonight. Okay. Let's just send Price in there. What price are we gonna pay for this? Price is just such a bad cop. She shows up, and it's like, are you guys bickering over your father's will? And she just starts shooting everybody. It's like, Price! Jesus! 4 days from retirement, man! Come on! Oh, man. I'd love to be clever enough to be able to roleplay all of them. Ah, Tsubaki and Asano are ready for duty again. Fucker, dude. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. I'll just send Kochi into that one. Oh, this is dangerous though. Kochi and Asano can go into that. I need to like mix up my cops. I know they're supposed to have their own buddy. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask how to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up. Oh shit. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. They're either playing charades or having an orgy. And that can go either way. They look the same on the outside, but they're different. Sneak into the house through an open window. No. Knock on the door, open up, police. Open up, police! Down the ground, ma'am! That's what I want to do. That's the type of police officer I'd be. Walking down the street, some kid spills his ice cream, and then you're like, that ice cream is down to the ground! Down to the ground! It's a good joke. Turn on the siren loudspeaker and shout out that the house is surrounded. This is the police! Your house is surrounded! And they're just like butt naked. Maybe they're playing naked charades. That's the most fun charades. Offender caught, officers unharmed. See, it's not saying civilians unharmed. Am I just killing left and right? Probably. Fight. Price. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. Okay. That's not too bad, but Price, come on! I know you're old, and I know you have your issues, and your hips need to be replaced, all 4 of them. But, come on! If you want to retire, just retire. Don't fucking sleep on my watch. Because my watch is not big enough to sleep on. What else is going on? It's all... Okay. The lights in the town came on, apparently. Because it's nighttime, it's after 6. And after 6 means it's time for tricks. Assault. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Yes! That's what I'm talking about, Kosano! Asochi! I'm gonna start shipping their names all together. I'm gonna portmanteau their names. What else we got? Is that it? Fucking first day on the force. Big up! That's what I'm talking about! Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, Tsubaki, Asano, Austin, Price, not so much, but good job. Round of applause for the officers. I think they did a fantastic first day. SWAT didn't get to do anything. They're the ones that kick down the door and say, "They're on the ground!" Nice! If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Oh, this is going to get really fucking tricky after a while. And you all know by now, after watching me play so many resource management games, it's not going to go so good. So who are you guys? You guys like DAs or just detectives? I'm just going to end the day. I doubt the game's going to throw anything too hard at me at the start.
When I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it.
Maybe he's dead.
Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin.
Dead.
The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all.
Crumbling under the weight of his own mustache.
Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
I like that line. That's good.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with.
He sounds fine to me.
How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you.
Oh, on me.
And one more
Not
thing,
in
Jack.
me. That would be bad.
I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Christopher Sand.
Sand.
Christopher Sand. He's the
Christopher
witch.
G. Sand.
The Sandwich.
Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events.
Sounds nice.
An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city.
Damn.
Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty.
His name is Sand. How can he not get his hands dirty?
People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people.
What?
Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it.
Jesus, dude.
Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Fucking Frankie. God damn it, Frankie. Okay, can I? Okay, let's pause here. It was so funny as well, because he's talking to, well, his name is Francis, but I'm gonna call him Frankie because we're super tight. We're like this. We're like two peas in a very tangled pod. But he was talking about him. I like to imagine he just goes up and monologues right in front of him. He's like, Francis wasn't feeling well today. He never really spoke anymore. And Francis just like looking up at him like, what are you doing? It's like, how is work today, Frankie? It's okay. Poor Frankie. That's a Futurama joke, by the way. I can't claim credit for that. But it's just so funny because he keeps monologuing in his head, but then he bursts straight into other talk dialogue, and they do it very well because you can hear the change in his voice. But it just sounds like he's monologuing right in front of him, like he stared into the camera, wondering how he was going to do his outro. Then it all just clicked. But I'm gonna leave this episode here. This game is super fun. Let me know if you guys want to see more of it. I think it's unique. Anyway, there's a lot of talking in it. I know that can kind of slow down the gameplay segments, especially when everything is split up into days, but I imagine the further into the days we get, that there'll just be more and longer gameplay sections where you're sitting down and you're trying to figure out how you send your cops to different areas, figuring out the mechanics of what cops you can send where, their tiredness, all that kind of shit. So it could be fun. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and my face all round. Whoosh, whoosh. Thank you guys, and we'll see all you dudes in the next video. I'm just looking out a window. Oh! 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 No! No! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Have you got that report done for me, Francis? Yeah, here you go. Poor Frankie.